below $80 per barrel as OPEC others end meeting. Allegation of missing 48 million barrels of crude, baseless, unfounded, Malami. Don't blame Buhari's government for not rescuing all Chibok girls. Presidency. That's also on the Vanguard. Restore local refining, says NLC, as federal government halts subsidy removal. And you'd also get this one here. Sudan, Nigerian students trapped in the desert. This one will be excited to look into, because yesterday I spoke with the NEMA director. I think yesterday evening. I was trying to see if I could have a conversation with him, and I wanted to find out what was happening. And he had told me that all the students were on their way. They are already in Egypt, but then they are on their way to the secure area where they would have to wait before they get airlifted. That was what he said. And I said, okay. So he says updates will come later when they have gotten to the secured area, waiting to be airlifted. But at the moment, most of them were already in Egypt en route to a location in Egypt where they would be kept before the airlift would arrive. So now that you see a report on the Vanguard saying Nigerian students trapped in desert, well, we'll find out more. You could go get all of the details there. On the Punch newspaper, this one says Obi Ezekwesili at 60 and attestation. So yes, happy birthday. National Assembly leadership. Tinubu governors dump consensus for zoning. Federal government plans supplementary budget as NEC suspends subsidy removal. This one says over 60,000 soldiers recruited under my watch, says Buhari. That's also a headline on the front cover of the Punch. And Ezekwesili speaking here, saying no government can solve all problems, says Ezekwesili. $2.4 billion diversion claim baseless, Malami. This is how the Punch puts it. Let's go over to the phone lines now, shall we? It is 0817-923-0009. Again, 0817-923-0009. You can also call 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. Those are the numbers to call. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416 is the WhatsApp number. So send us those messages. By the way, we are live on Facebook and on Twitter. You can just go follow us on Twitter and watch us live in the studio. The handle is Nigeria Info PH on Twitter, Nigeria Info PH. On Facebook, you can watch us live as well and comment in real time. The handle Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle on Facebook. Go follow us, like the page, and let's get talking. Over to the phone lines now. 30 seconds is all you have. Remember the rules. Do not say or make unsubstantiated claims. You can say anything on radio. You just have to know how to say it. That's what it is. You can say anything, but know how to say it. That's all. So let's go. 30 seconds. Once you've been introduced, please do not go about saying your name again. Just go straight to the point so you can maximize your time. Good news. You're welcome. Is in mile 3. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man. Our students trapped in Sahara Desert. Yesterday, I listened on Chinese TV program, 7 o'clock today, and one of the students was complaining seriously. He said to the Chinese people that it is less than 600 persons that we are taken to the bus, and those are the persons that were trapped. But him and others, about 1,500 or more, we are still in Sudan. And it's like it was shocking compared to what Nela and Deborah and Abike was telling Nigerians. I didn't know that was trapped in Sudan, that they took all their passports and said that except the government pays them off, the drivers, they will not move. And they're trying to see how they contribute money among themselves so that anyone that pays will take them to Egypt. And I come wondering, why will the Nigerian government not be fair and be swift in everything we do? Why do we not tell us the truth? It is very unfortunate. Look at students in Sudan. Meanwhile, the other foreign nationals have quoted their own children. 3 days windows given, and nothing has been done. Come to Nigeria here, 800 million naira was borrowed. And they said they want to use it for this and that and this and that. Now they say they've stopped the fuel subsidy. No more fuel subsidy. They said they stopped the what they want to do. I think that money should be used instead of anything to add in the budget they would like to carry out next year. Instead of coming to tell us they want to borrow more money again.
All right, good news.
Well, my name is good news.
Thank you. JJ is in Rumigbo. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
I think the only good news we as a country now pray for is for oil price to drop in international market. Because as soon as it goes up, we see more subsidy because we can't produce at home. Hello?
Go on.
That is me to NEC asking NG to suspend fuel subsidy. Well, I don't know. I think NEC would have said that the federal government should fix all the refineries so that the fuel subsidy will just stop automatically. Just like machine brake when you're driving car, ABS, just stop. So I don't know this thing they are doing right now. Then, what's their name? They said they are preparing high ground for the flood that is coming. Andrew, what I saw in Abua Odwa and Oda West last year, there is no high ground anywhere. The whole of Ahoda West, this what they call the IDP, were moved to Ahoda East. There is nowhere that is high ground. With the place you even see as high ground today, when the flood comes tomorrow, becomes a very dangerous place. So telling people to prepare for high ground is people that have not seen it in their eyes. The whole of Odwa, the people from Odwa that were affected, were moved to the council secretariat by the council chairman. The Ahoda West chairman had to move his own people to Ahoda East. So where is the high ground we're talking about here? I don't know how we should do this whole thing right now. I think those dredging decide they should do it right now. If not, until the flood comes, you cannot identify any high ground. Thank you very much.
Dayton Barry is in Bori. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. It's me, Andrew.
Good morning to you.
Yeah. Let me look at President Buhari expected today in Rivers State. Number one, what I want to say about his arrival is that if President Buhari is coming to commission or do the laying of the stone in the Center of Excellency, I believe that he will pass through the Eleme Bori Road, where has been a death trap to the Ogoni people. That's number one. Two, I hope that if Buhari is coming, however, he should come in person to actually verify the fake photos they've been sending to him as regard to what they have done on the cleanup in Ogoni land. Let me look at the restoration of local refinery by Labour. Labour is just trying to do eye service in what they are doing because Labour is not prepared to see that the federal government do the needful. Because Labour is supposed to be prepared for measures to put on ground to ensure that they force the government to do what they are supposed to do, not to do anything like palliative that will not invest or impact positively in the life of the people. The refinery is there to revive it, and yet Labour is telling me they are cock and bull stories. Waiting Musa no go see for it.
All right.
Then the Git Azuru talking about accusing the local government chairman.
30 seconds done, later. Thank you very much. We have to move on to Nkoro. Ida is on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
How are you? My brother, I want to talk about the president's visit to Rivers State. If you please tell the president at the airport that they will use car to carry that man to run Rivers State first. Then pass out Ogoni Road, Eleme Road, so that the president will see what Rivers people are suffering for that road. that local government, and from Obubu Nkoro, pass that road to Nkoro, to please award that road so that the day is going out, if you come back to that road, so they may finish it. So they should not use plane to carry president go to Ogoniland. They should use motor. And the subsidy, I'm very, very happy. They should please leave that subsidy alone so that Nigerians will not suffer. And our children in Sudan, please, federal government, release money. They are our children, they are our brothers, they are our relations. Please, right. Thank you very much. God bless.
On WhatsApp, let's go see some of the messages on Facebook. Okay, so this one says, good morning. President buried flag of project in Ogoni. The question is, when will he complete the project? What happened for the past 7 years? Have he fixed the East-West Road? Skillful Bureau. My thought is, if whatever it is that HIPREP is getting the president to come inaugurate, if these were things that were supposed to have been in place if the cleanup was to have been ongoing, and if it did not happen in the past 7 years, you're starting it now. So what has been going on in the past 7 years? I'm pretty sure we're going to have more conversation into this to find out more. Ogo John Justice on Facebook says, Nigerians stranded in Sudan and ABC-led federal government is telling us something different. The $1.2 million claim to have been spent should be plowed back to the Federation's account. Wilfred David says, census to commence next week. Christian Williams says, rather than thinking and planning on how to make our refineries functional, federal government is busy planning on how to remove subsidy. What is so hard for them to understand that removing subsidy without functional refineries will increase the sufferings of the country? Augustine is in Forces Avenue. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, let me quickly rush down to talk about the insecurity in Emowa local government. As a person, I will like people of Emowa, traditional rulers, all the stakeholders in Emowa. They shouldn't sabotage what this government has done in Emowa. From the beginning of Emowa down to the last Emowa. I think this government has done a lot in Emowa for them to sabotage the development brought by this administration. That thing they are talking about, Deloitte has done more than how many kilometer road in Okele, in Undele. So I still know the reason why their children should sabotage that. Then also, Mr. President coming to Port Harcourt, I would like Governor Ian Wike, please take Mr. President to Stringe Company. That Stringe Company was established. It's a we have memorandum of understanding with the former administration, Olusegun Obasanjo and Sir Dr. Peter Odele. As I'm telling you, we have taken over that parastatal. Please, when Obasanjo was to visit that place, one of our sons, who was in Abuja then, stopped Obasanjo, stopped Wike from taking Obasanjo to that particular parastatal. Please, I'm begging Mr. Governor, please take Mr. President to that project to see with his eye. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
For the masses.
Okwandu from Irebe. That was Augustine, by the way. Let's go to Irebe now. Okwandu is on the line. Go ahead, Okwandu.
Yes, good morning. This is Andrew.
You're welcome.
Yes, you see, I think the federal government has told us that they want to suspend the removal of the fuel subsidy. I don't think that this is a welcome development, because if we look at for how many years in this country have we been able to buy fuel at the government approved pump prices? It has not been possible. And if you look at the amount of money that the government puts every month that will be used for the provision of the East-West subsidy, I think that it is high time we tell ourselves the truth, that the fuel subsidy regime is no longer obtainable. Government should take the good and the harm and remove this fuel subsidy and use this tremendous amount of money that is being spent on fuel or providing the fuel that we don't even see to channel it on the other part of the economy. I think that it will be better than every day we are subsidizing fuel that we don't see. That is my take.
All right, thank you very much. Israel from MOR, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ifemi Andrew.
You're welcome, Israel.
Andrew, let me just speak briefly on what is going on in Lebrada in Emo local government. Andrew, what is happening there is not a good thing. One thing with this communal war is that once one community starts, it will extend to another community, and before you know, it has gone throughout the local government. We urge the police people to ensure that peace return to Lebrada in the name of our local government, so that the peace that is being made by the former administration and also consolidated by this present administration will sustain in the name of our local government, because we can't afford keeping our two eyes closed. Andrew, secondly, the woman that his child is being born in the local government. Andrew, people should not take laws into their hands. If truly what he said is true, it means that the guy that committed the offense need to pay for it. And remember, that woman is a widow, and the widow cannot afford anything at this time around. Thank you very much.
All right, then let's go to Uche now. Uche is on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning to you.
Let me look at the group who spoke on danger in removal of fuel subsidy. One thing I know about my country, Nigeria, is that they place nothing on nothing and expect it to stand. Are we enjoying subsidy removal in Nigeria? Now let me ask this question. During Jonathan, were we enjoying subsidy removal and at what price? During Jonathan, we bought fuel at 87 naira. And under Buhari, we are buying fuel at, in fact, any empty at yesterday, I bought 115 naira at Ozoba. At Rupakuya, we are buying, 215 naira. At Rupakuya, we are buying 210 naira. Do we still enjoy fuel subsidy removal? The answer is no. There is no danger more than what we are going through this moment as we speak now. Under this administration called Buhari's administration, we have bought fuel at 300 naira, we have bought fuel at 600, we have bought fuel at 1,000 naira per liter. People are still clamoring, let there not be fuel removal. How? Is there any danger the citizens have not been through than what we have been through now? Under this administration, there is naira crunch. There is nothing being paid that we have not gone through. Do you think Buhari is not wise when he rendered apology to this country last week during modern prayers that we should forgive him? You ask a person, what has he done that he has rendered apology to the citizens? It means that he has failed. If you ask me to rate him, I have given him 20 over 100. So
all right, 30 seconds done.
He has failed.
Thank you very much.
Finally, Dr. Chidi Lloyd.
30 seconds done.
They have not returned in Emoha until a particular man.
We have to move on now to Omudioga. John is on the line. Good morning.
Morning, my brother, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but the president said that we shouldn't blame him for not releasing all the Chibok girls. The question I want to ask him now is that who is to blame? Is the man to be blamed because he is the head of affairs of the Nigeria? He is in charge. He is commander of armed forces of Federal Republic of Nigeria. What is he doing since from the day he took office as the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria? Everything concerning this country failed. He made dollar at 180 naira. Today, how much is dollar? He made a ruble of rice at 500 naira. Today, how much is a ruble of rice? Mr. President, Buhari failed Nigeria woefully. Buhari will be the person that Nigeria will never forget on the history of this life for things he have done. Issue of Emoha local government and insecurity. Please, what is the traditional rulers doing in Emoha local government? Chief Sergeant Tawuse is the traditional ruler in Emoha local government. What is he doing? What is the chiefs, the youths, the opinion leader in Emoha local government? What are they doing? If the local government chairman is putting his best, the traditional rulers should know those people and call them in order, call their parents, call their mother. It is not every time Emoha local government will be on the
all right, thank you very much, John. Let's move on now to my 3. 30 seconds up, John. Let's go to my 3. Chimenem is on the line. And by the way, I think I just have to make a correction. If you're addressing the president, please say President Buhari. If it's the governor, you say Governor Wike. I think it's just so you respect the office of the president and not just say Buhari said. Please. Thank you very much. Let's go find out to mile 3. Chimenem is on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Let me just concerning the issue about the crisis in Emoha. I think this is when the opinion leaders and those that have been saddled with state responsibility should begin to ensure that these crises are being, these non-state actors don't take over the whole thing. If you're going to Edo State, you will see how these areas are taken over by these same people. Some of them come on air to speak. I think, like the chairman of the Emoha local government has said it, I think you don't see somebody, a non-state actor, disarming somebody who is a state actor. I think they should all be arrested. Secondly, there should be information, intelligence gathering. We had expected that the state and the federal should have moved into. Emoha has become a harbinger of crime over the years. And I think not only that area, we're equally looking at remember what happened at the Emok Agis? That place has calmed down. They should use all the state apparatus and ensure that these guys, non-state actors, are arrested. Secondly, the areas of students that are in Sudan, I think there are non-kinetic approach where countries are listing some of their citizens peacefully. And I think we should emulate that. I don't know why it is always difficult. The same thing happened in Afghanistan. The same thing, people are picking up their citizens. We should copy that model. And I think without passing through all these hurdles. And secondly, politics is just at the highest level. What does it take to pick out these people? We have intelligences. We have those that can do this peacefully. I think these students are suffering from what we heard. And I think it's unfortunate.
Right,
you got them in the desert for some hours. And I don't think they've lifted them to Egypt. So I think
thank you very much,
people that understand how to lead these people. There must be proficiency.
Thank you very much. Let's get on now to more messages now on. This is from Lorenzo Delight, and he says, NEC deciding that subsidy removal by June shouldn't stand is a good one. We should fix our refineries and improve the economy first. The case of flooding should be taken seriously. Proactive measures should be put in place to avert loss of lives and properties. Police gone down 2 notorious criminals in Emoha. Commendable. Thank God Ability says it's very shameful that as a oil-producing nation, we can't boast of one functioning refinery. What a shame. Benjamin Joseph says, good morning, Mr. President has failed Nigeria. On WhatsApp, a number of messages here as well. This one says... okay, this one says, good morning. The president is expected to be in Rivers State today to, it's not commissioning, it's inaugurate, maybe flag off. I want to, what does it mean that our government, both federal and state, can only construct buildings and roads? Can they build manufacturing industries, fix our refineries, hand them over to private companies to manage, thereby creating job opportunities? Emmanuel from Emelinigwe Estate in Elele, you're asking that. Same question I've asked. President Buhari should not be sending representatives to Ogoni. He should go to Ogoni by himself and see what they are doing. Absolutely nothing is going on. Hyperp should tell us what they've been taking the billions to. Mr. George, you sent in that message. This one says, good morning. Biket Dabiri and our personal property of the Diaspora Commission has become a conduit pipe to siphon money. She's learned how to manipulate figures. This is a warrant out in Didi from Obede. And another one here says, Buhari expected to visit River State today. I don't see the president coming to Ogoniland himself. He always would send a representative. Ihemadu Charles, you sent in that message on Twitter. All right, let's see if we can take some of the messages on Twitter before we go. On Twitter, And Anobi Casey says all these are happening because Sudan is not US and UK, where we have cultures of politicians' children clusters. Prince O2 says, I thought I saw it all in Amechi, but Wiki brought another dimension. And that will be it on the newspaper review this morning. Stay tuned for Business News at 7.
Premier Academy is a boarding school that combines